and welcome back to the channel. On this video I want to talk about a stat, and you're probably seeing it in the title of the video, but a stat that blew me away. It's staggering to me, and that stat is 15% of Americans now own electric bikes. That is staggering to me. I couldn't believe that. That's awesome. So think about that. So 15 out of every 100 people now own e-bikes in the US. Wow. So my question is, I wonder what everybody's riding. Lots of electric, rad power bikes, Aventon, Ride One Up, and so many more names of bikes. But to me, that's incredible. And we're still kind of in the early stages of this. I think it's going to build a lot more. Now, I think if the weather was good everywhere, the numbers would be a lot higher. But when we get not so great weather, and nobody thinks about electric bikes then. And even of that 15%, I'd like to know what percentage actually uses the bike year-round, for example. There's no way it's going to be near that high. Anywhere near that high, because people just can't because of the weather. You know, the weather isn't always ideal for people. Some people are a little more, you know, they're a little more cautious. They don't want to go out in the rain or the cold or the snow. It's windy out today. Maybe that'll keep people away if it was windy too. I don't know. Stormy weather, you know, that's not good. And so the weather plays a huge part dictating when you ride, maybe even where you ride, and how you ride. But I was really impressed with those numbers. Very impressed. I thought, when I saw that, I thought, oh my goodness, that's awesome. You know, I can't believe. I would never have guessed that high. My guess might have been maybe 5%, something like that, but 15, wow. Even 5% probably, you know, that's pretty good, but 15%, hoo-ah. I don't know where we'll hit by 2030, but there's a couple of things that are kind of roadblocks in my mind, though, from keeping this from going higher, especially at rapid speeds. And that's the cost of the e-bikes now and where that's heading. I don't know for sure. And also the laws. I mean, the laws are still bouncing around. It's a very fluid situation. And once we get a better handle on those things, and maybe we'll never get a handle on the cost, I don't know. You know, things are so unstable right now that I don't know. You know, there's absolutely I have no idea. There's no way you can forecast it. I didn't foresee tariff charges, hitting 145%. I think that was the highest it got to for China. I, would never have guessed anything like that. So I don't know where it's all going, but hopefully we get some control on the prices of e-bikes and the laws. I don't know where the laws are going to settle in at. Personally, I'd like to see the laws, at least keep the speeds at 28 miles an hour. And you've heard me multiple times on this channel talk about class levels. I for one would love to see class levels eliminated. I did a recent poll, and I believe, trying to think of that poll, I believe it was 2/3. No, maybe it was more than that. I can't remember now, but a good chunk of people were on my side with that, saying it's time to remove the class levels of e-bikes in favor of a speed limit. I would just make it a 30 miles per hour. If you're gonna keep it in that range, I mean, I'd love to see it go a little higher to 35, but I could live with 30. I think 30 would be fine. 35 though I think 35 would be fair. And not everybody has to ride 35. But I say in those situations, if you're riding a bike 35 miles an hour and you're on a road that the speed limit is 35, then you should ride in with the traffic. And then anybody that wants to ride slower than the 35, like 20, 25, then they can ride in the bike lane. What about something like that? If you're wondering why I'm riding a little faster, there's a car right behind me. With these cars parked, obviously I can't ride on the side, and this road's not very fast anyway, 25, in some spots 20 speed limit. So yeah, I'd like to see the 35 speed limit, but I could live with 30 or 28 even, I guess. But 30 would be a nice round number, and just get rid of the class levels. I don't like those. And for those that aren't comfortable or don't have a bike capable of going 35, then you stay on the side or in the bike lane. Simple as that. And I don't always ride fast. I actually hardly do it at all when you think about it. I mean, the times I'll ride faster is when, now I'll abide by speed limits, like here it's 20 to 25. And you'll see I'm not even riding that fast, just when that guy was behind me. But I'll ride faster if it's a road with no bike lane and you're trying to ride on the shoulder. And sometimes the roads are kind of narrow. And if it's a kind of a busy road too, then you're having cars behind you because they're waiting to go by you, pass you. And so you start a train of cars behind you, and that's not good. So I know some are going to say, well, just don't ride on that road. But maybe that's the only road you can take to get where you're going, or coming back from where you're going, and you have no other choice. Anyway, yeah, that getting back to those numbers, 15%. Wow. Now that's just the US. I don't know about other countries, but I know the US wouldn't be tops on that list, for sure not. I mean, Asia, for example, Europe and Asia, they have lots of folks that are riding bicycles and electric. Another person following me, so I sped up again. Alright, well that's going to do it for this video. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that thumb up. If you would like to subscribe to the channel, thank you very much. Just hit that subscribe button. If you want to be notified as to when the next video comes up on the channel, just hit that notification bell. And if you want to leave a comment on this or any other videos that you've seen on the channel, go ahead and leave that in the comments below. Once again, thank you for joining me on this video. And until next time, be safe everyone, and keep your wheels on the road. See you later.